All set. Just got to plug her in. Turn the AC on. We have lights. It's pretty bright in here right now with the sun coming through the door and the window. Lights are on, ready to go. Just got to bring my little TV in now. Well, we have a gorgeous afternoon here at the tiny cabin. Got here a little bit late today. I had a bunch of stuff to do in town in the morning, so I decided to make this later afternoon trip. And it's like 2:15 right now, so it's only 2.5 hours till she's dark. I got camp set up, ready for a nice overnight. I'm just tackling some of this wood that I piled over here the other day when I was here. It's kind of got similar weather as the other day. I think we were down to -7 this morning, and I think we might be +2 right now. I don't think it got that warm the other day, but we're above freezing right now. I'm just in my shirt now. Mind you, I am splitting wood, so working up a little heat, doing a little work. Cabin's heating up nicely, although it wouldn't take much to heat up today. It's fairly warm out. And I got the campfire pit going. We're gonna get ready to cook supper here in a little bit, probably another hour or so. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna tackle this wood and get it all split up as much as I can. Anyway, we got some other rounds here that I need to buck up with a saw yet. They're too long to split, so we'll get around to that. But we'll get the stuff that we can get today split all done up. You know, despite being no snow, it is a lovely day out today. I am really enjoying it out here. Temperature is perfect. Not too cold, not too hot. There's no bugs. I love it. The only thing it's missing is about 6 inches of snow. Just to give it that blanket look, to add to the ambiance of the property. Right now it's just looking kind of brown. Brown and dead. But it's a great day to come out and split some wood, enjoy campfire, and an evening at the cabin. You couldn't ask for a finer fall day. What we have for supper tonight is going to be I call it cabbage roll stew, because it tastes like cabbage rolls. I'm not sure what it is about it. The pork, the cabbage, the tomato soup, rice, Throw some tomatoes in there with some sweet peppers and some carrots and big dollop of sour cream if you got it. And it tastes just like cabbage rolls, but it's more like a stew. It's really good. Anyway, we'll start off by browning up the pork, and then we'll add the rest. See what I'll do. Season that up. Like that, and then we'll go preheat this Dutch oven here outside. Get the oil hot, and then we'll sear that pork. It'll be really good. Now, while that pot is heating up, get some vegetables prepped here. After the pork's all browned up, should probably need half a head of cabbage. After that pork's all browned up, we'll be able to throw the rest of this in. Yeah, it is too bad about the snow, but like I said earlier, I was pretty bummed out about it. But make the best of it. I'm sure it'll come sometime this winter. But for now, I have to enjoy these really nice days. Not only that though, I'll be able to get a kind of a jump on next year's projects. Be able to grab some logs. Wait a minute, not tomatoes. Grab some logs and start peeling those and prepping those for both the mill and any round logs I just want to use for log construction. It's getting nice and warm in here. We're up to plus 21 Celsius. I think that's 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice and comfortable anyway. Insulation makes a world of difference. So for the veggies, and I got my rice, canned soup. Let's go check that pot, see if it's nice and hot yet. Oh yeah. Does that ever look good? Should be plenty. Oh man, is that ever good? It's pretty hot though. Oh, whew. Like I said before, this is like cabbage rolls in a pot. So good. Only thing to make it better is a little bit of sour cream. Well, what a relaxing afternoon out at the cabin. Not super cold, not a lot of snow, but perfect temperature for doing some work. So I split some of those rounds that I rounded up there the other day. Just get the blood going and cooked up a nice meal. So after enjoying that meal by the hot campfire and enjoying some of the ambience of the night, I'm going to step into the cabin here with all the lights and the Bluetti working and my DVD player and TV. And sit back and watch a couple movies and just enjoy the evening at the tiny little cabin. It's so relaxing out here. It's nice coming out here after a stressful week at work and just unwinding. Doing little chores around the property and kicking back and just enjoying the cabin life. Building a fire in the wood heater and building a fire outside. Cleaning up. If it snows, do some snow shoveling. You got wood to cut some wood. Clean up the yard. It's all good. So I think now I'm just going to say goodnight to everyone. I'm going to kick back and watch my movies and probably end up falling asleep in bed. Anyway, good night everyone.
I have a reading.
What an excellent night. Slept so hard. Actually, I slept so hard that the fire went out. I woke up around 3 in the morning. Fire was out. There was no ashes left or no coals left, so I just left it and got up here not too long ago. And I checked the temperature. It was down to 0 in the cabin, which is fine. Not super cold out, so it was alright to let the fire go out. Go out last night. I wasn't too worried about it, so. But I just got up here. I don't know, 45 minutes away, I guess. Fired up the stove again. Crawled back into the sleeping bag. And just kind of fell asleep again for a little bit. But it means that time in the morning to get up. A little bit hungry, like a coffee. It's starting to heat up in here. It's starting to heat up in here again. Oh. So, man, what a good sleep. Oh, so relaxing. Yeah, last night was pretty good. Just kick back, watch a movie. And, I was going to watch a second movie, but powered out. Although it's not super cold outside, it's cold enough to get some fresh air, and with all the work I was doing splitting wood and stuff like that yesterday. But, tuckered the guy out after a hot meal and coming into a warm cabin and relaxing. The ambiance of the cabin is perfect too. So with all those things, in mind, it doesn't take long for a guy to go to sleep. I was so comfortable in here last night with the heat and stuff like that. I totally missed stoking the fire, so like I said, it went out. This is fine. It was nice. Wind's picking up. My favorite breakfast in the bush. I made quite a bit though. I think probably more than I need to have today. Well, it was an excellent night last night and yesterday afternoon. It was a great trip out to the cabin. Always like coming out to the cabin this time of year. Even though there's no snow, it still feels like the place to be. Great place to escape from the real world and come back and relax and recharge. Just do chores around the property and prepare a meal and create heat, both the outside fire pit and the inside fire pit. And now that I have Blue Eddy, I've got creature comforts in the cabin, some nice ambiance lighting, and a TV to watch some movies. So relaxing. I'm just looking around right now. I can see the potential I have with the property here. Expanding out the yard a bit and ensuring there's no habitat for bugs in the summer. They are my nemesis out here. But especially last year with the gravel down and the grass, It's really helped. It really helped out with the no-see-ums being around. So I'm gonna expand that out a bit, both the front of the property and the back behind the cabin, and help that out even more. Maybe even up behind the garden here. There's a patch of wild undergrowth that I'd like to knock down and just make sure it's grass. It'll help out a lot, I think. So the temperature this morning isn't cold at all. I think it's -3. In the cabin it got down to 0 last night because I let the fire go out. So I'm not sure how fast or the rate at which the temperature dropped in the cabin. I was snug in my sleeping bag, so I didn't even really notice the heat change throughout the night. So I think the insulation did a pretty good job and just held it as long as it could, to the point where I didn't notice until it was out anyway. So you just can't beat this breakfast out in the bush on a day like today. We're all cleaned up and ready to go for next time. Floor's all swept up, wood box is filled. It was a really good trip, this trip. Yesterday and today it was nice to get out, and I haven't been out here for a while. I've been actually concentrating or trying to focus on getting some hot tenting episodes up on the other channel, Backcountry Tenting Chronicles. I'll put a card up here in the description and up here somewhere at some time. Anyway, more content coming with the cabin. Even though there's not snow, I'm going to come out here and make the most of it. I'm sure we're going to get snow at some point this winter. Can't be a non-snow winter for the next 3 months. In that time, I'm going to plug away at clean up the yard, gathering up debris and bucking up down poplars, gathering up the wood in one central area and splitting it up, getting ready for that new firewood shed that I'm gonna build. And then I'm gonna start collecting down some spruce for next year's wood supply for inside the cabin. I still got plenty in this wood shed here, but it's gonna get down, and over the next year or two it's gonna need to be replaced. So I'll just stock up on that while I can and carry on. Anyway, if you made it with me this far, I thank you, and we'll talk to you later.